Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. We're looking for the best stocks to buy when you're in an uptrending market. As we saw on Thursday, before the 3-day weekend, the Dow didn't do much of anything. But what it did illustrate was that they weren't selling it off. That tells us as long as we're above the T line, we're still in an uptrend. Now, if they can break out through this level, which showed on Friday with the futures still open, it was trading up a little bit. So we're still definitely in an uptrend. The Nasdaq also, again, using the T line rule, they haven't been able to close the Nasdaq below the T line. Assume your uptrend remains in progress. So the sector that is still working strong is the artificial intelligence sector. Now, we saw that based on these big breakouts in that area, which gives you already an alert that there's a ton of new interest coming into this sector. As you can see on Thursday, it traded back up positive. Start watching for positive trading from this level. Same scenario on BBAI. Came up, consolidated, but notice where it's bounced off the 200 back up through the T line. First target right now is watching to see if it comes back up to the 50. If it goes to the 50, your bobble breakout indicates there's still a lot of upside movement. So anytime you can see a pattern breakout or a situation breakout, remember, a doji represents indecision. A series of dojis represents greater indecision. When you see these big price moves, this is what we illustrate in our chat rooms and our training classes in the members area. This is telling you there's a new investor sentiment coming in after this indecision, which usually results in something like this, because that tells you there's new interest coming into that price move. So what we want to train people and what you want to look for is patterns, like the fry pan bottom. We know what to expect coming out of a fry pan bottom. A very strong price move. This is basically a buildup of investor sentiment. The reason that the fry pan bottom is so prolific is that not only does it produce extremely high probabilities of a strong trade, but the frequency is relatively strong. There are other patterns that we want to recognize also, like the scoop pattern. Doesn't occur nearly as often as a fry pan bottom or a J hook, but the results when you recognize them produce these high probability, high profit trade setups. So anytime you can utilize candlestick signals, like a best friend signal, even a bearish best friend signal, tells you there's a lot of force to the downside. So join us. We always give people the opportunity to do a 2-week free trial. The nice thing about candlestick analysis is it's got a lot of common sense investor sentiment built into the signals. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.